go.
That's not saying much, but they're three of the very best. I'm just teasing,
You
man.
major in backhanded compliments.
I'm just teasing them.
So
they take it the wrong way.
Anthony Carter in his 9th year out of Hawaii, the 32-year-old native of Atlanta. Started off, Allen Iverson, 51. The last game against the Lakers, but it was a Laker win. He can have 71 as long as they win. And Kenyon Martin with a little flat runner. And it's over. Lamar Odom, and that's the way it begins.
What I talked about slump, it's all between the ears. And I think he lost confidence, but obviously he's got it back.
Fish is blocked by Carter. It'll go over to Kobe on the deflection. And now the turnover. Tried to make the extra pass. He had a good little 10-12 footer. Iverson almost put it down with two hands. Yeah, he'll get a little jumper. 6-0 early for the Denver Nuggets.
The only two was counting there was the two that he shot, but it was close to an illegal dribble.
Their home floor. Fish has got a couple. And the Lakers down by 4.
They're applying a little bit of full court pressure, but a high-scoring team like the Nuggets love to see pressure. They're going to end up with open shots and layups, just like Carmelo knocked down.
And they are a high-scoring team. The Lakers are 3rd in the league in scoring. Nuggets right behind them. Fish for a long deuce. 8-4. Derek's got the first 4.
Well, the key is going.
So the Lakers looking to push early. Fish on the pull-up. Good idea. Yeah, got tapped. Going to come out. 3-on-2. Iverson's got trailers. Carter's the one guy you don't mind if he goes way out there. It'll be Kenyon Martin. And rattles it home. 10-4.
Well, if he's making that shot, you're in for a long night. Right. He's not a perimeter guy at that far in the basket by any stretch. Keep him off the offensive glass.
Lamar. And his first isn't close. 10-4 Denver by a half dozen. But the Lakers playing catch-up like they did on Thursday night. Well, Phil Jackson thought they looked a little tired. And Carmelo Anthony off the dribble over Luke Walton. 8-point lead is their biggest. Anthony's got 4. And what a hot start. 5 of 8 compared to the Lakers 1 for 5. Lamar Odom and Kwame. That time he elevated.
That looks like the couple of days off obviously helped his knee a little bit. Got a little bit of elevation on that shot.
Iverson for the layup. So the Lakers, and you talked about the defense, that end of the floor, it's got to pick up. Yeah, it's got to pick up. 6 of 9 will not get it done. Lamar on the dive, leaves it off, and an easy one again, sharing it well.
Well, and it's good to see Kwame getting off to a nice positive start because he is in this game already. So that's a good sign for not only Kwame, but for the Lakers.
Now, Lamar all the way to the rack. He beat Martin out high. Camby, he's already got a foul. He came over late anyway. Pass are good. Fish getting involved, and Luke got away with one. As Anthony was pushed off balance.
Right up his back. All he needed was a saddle.
He wasn't playing the ball. Derek Fisher stays hot. Lakers back within a couple. So after going 1 for 5, they've hit their last 4 straight.
No free throws on the play, but ball out of bounds sideline.
So hot start for the Denver Nuggets, negated now to the Laker run. Anthony did the work before the shot and then muscled his way up against Luke.
Yeah, that's a very tough matchup for Luke on that position of the floor. See, they're doubling Kobe on the catch, so that's going to free up a lot of shooting.
Lamar Odom. Fish on the perimeter. And Derek makes it a 1-point ball game. Well, somebody's going to be available, and they found him.
And, you know, maybe the theory is from the Nuggets, somebody other than Kobe is going to beat him.
Iverson, a contested one, but still a short one for Allen Iverson, who's got 8 already. Lakers won the game by 4. Lamar wanted to get that dive inside. Now the gambler. Fish again. It was really challenging. Doesn't make any difference. Lakers back within 1. Derek Fisher up to 11. And it's going to be a hold and a foul inside of the entry.
Anticipated with the injury to both Andrews and Trevor.
Offering Camby the outside shot. He can make it. He likes that spot in particular. He wanted to get the head of the key. He loves it straight away. Lakers down by 3. They're 7-13. Anthony blocked that time by Turiaf. And Kwame had a man next to him. You got to look. He had Lamar right next to him. Instead, an easy dunk for Martin. Well, the effort was there for Kwame. The execution, another story.
Well, he did the right thing, though. He tried to throw it down toward his hand because he's so long and he really is becoming a very good rebounder.
On the handoff, Fish stays red hot. He's 5 of 7. He's got 13. Kwame gets the assist.
He's having a shootout with AI, and right now he's winning it 13-8.
They were down early by 8, 12-4. Kobe still hasn't taken a shot, has he?
Well, they double team. They're double teaming him even before he gets the ball.
Fish, the hot hand. Roney found it. It continues. Find it. That's a 3 for Fish. Lakers by a couple. Derek's got 16.
The rotation is going to have to now come from somebody other than Allen Iverson, because when he's leaving Derek, he is making them pay in a big way.
Anthony almost walked with the basketball. Carter not close. You can see it out of his hands, and Kwame's got the good position. So the Lakers, after a slow beginning, making up for lost time. Beautiful crossover. LO. And almost taken away it is. Roney got the job done. Kobe behind his back. Lamar on the slam.
Wow, 2 Nuggets on the floor. The one, Kenyon Martin after the loose ball, and then Camby tried with the flop, and the officials let him play.
9-0 run for the Lakers. They're up by 4, 26-22. Iverson bumped by Kobe. That's his first. For the Denver Nuggets.
Kobe hasn't taken a shot yet, but he's making some things happen. Carl's Jr. Exmo shows the left hand behind the back pass to Lamar on the last Laker basket, and Lamar with the finish. And he shot the ball with his right hand instead of his left.
Roney created the steal. He took it away once before. Now Lamar is straight to the rack. Lakers by a half dozen. 11-0. The run continues. 28-22.
And George Karl taking a chapter out of Phil Jackson's book, just sits there and lets the run continue.
Play your way through it. 8 for 12. They're now 2 for their last dozen. Sasha joining Jordan Farmar. Kobe stays out there with Roney Turiaf and Lamar Odom. Kobe in a nice entry. Leaves it off for Roney, and he'll go to the line. 3-point opportunity.
Again, Kobe just distributing the basketball. That time he got free underneath, but he didn't elevate to take the shot. He saw the second defender come, gives it up. Roney gets hit. 3-point opportunity. So assist for Kobe. Basket to Roney.
One of the highest scoring groups in the NBA. The entry in an easy one.
Not very good pick and roll defense that time, by the way.
There was a breakdown defensively at that end.
The weak side did not help at all on pick and roll.
Lakers have to continue at this rate. Sasha, quick catch and shoot. Way too long. Camby's got it on the opposite side.
And he had to shoot quickly because he was being defended by Carmelo Anthony.
Here's Plaza, and you better be on him. Do not leave Maloney's 2 games ago a career-high 41. And he had 27 in the first half. It's down to 2, 31-29.
The Nuggets go into a zone.
Find the middle, they did. Roney spreads it around. Farmar gets the 3.
But see, again, the weakest part of a zone is in the middle. So they got the ball inside. You went inside out, and Jordan had time to read the newspaper, drink his coffee before he shot.
Iverson running right into the chest of Roney. All the way to the hole. Roney with the block. And loose ball. Sasha gets it off the fingertips of Jordan Farmar. 2 for 1 for the Lakers. Farmar. Another triple. Right back to Lamar. And Lamar stays at home. He'll go to the line. Another 3-point chance.
Very nice job that time defensively by the Lakers. When I talk about the help, that's what it was. Help defense. They closed off the middle after Allen got there. That's what you like to see. Help defense. And I mean, Roney spikes it. He swings that arm so hard, but it ends up with the Lakers getting an opportunity for a 3-point play on the other end as Lamar, offensive rebound, the putback, the foul.
4 assists with a couple of rebounds, and he's got an old-fashioned 3-point play for the Lakers.
The whistle would have sounded on that play because Allen only shot that because he got contact, and then off of 1 foot he said, I'm going to get the 2-shot foul, but the whistle didn't go.
Got him out of position. Farmar gets it over Iverson. Iverson on his way down. And Nuggets, Plaza, and Smith take it away from each other as the Lakers go to break up by double figures.
Listen, they started the game off down by almost double figures, and they go to the end of the first quarter on a 22-7 run in the final 5 minutes, and they lead by 10. And that man, Kobe Bryant, yet to score.
Turiaf, Odom, and Sasha. Lamar almost put it on the ground and put it away. Now he's in the mismatch against Plaza on the dive. Roney the easy one.
But see, one of the problems you have defensively, when you have a guy that's on the box, whether it's by the dribble or the pass.
Kobe is yet to shoot. And now, what a no-look. Roney again from Kobe.
Kobe
What
is
a beauty.
setting the table and loving every minute of it. He's saying that's the way to dive. And Roney is very good without the ball and picks up another easy hoop.
Iverson, difficult for Farmar. That's like a layup for Allen Iverson.
Yeah, but you know, once you get that good defensive position, as Jordan did, Allen elevated, Jordan stayed down. You still have to jump straight up, keep your hands straight up, but you have to be there to challenge shots.
Farmar moves. Nobody else did. Kobe's got the assist that time.
It seems like Kobe has like a dozen assists. He only has 4.
He's getting it in. Plays it. Trying to attack against Lamar. And Kobe spikes it away, but they're going to say it was on its way down. I think it was going to be short anyway.
And it's a rare play where you see the referee under the basket calling the goaltend. That's normally a play for the outside guys to call, but Dick Pavetta was there. He makes the call, gives the Nuggets a deuce.
Kobe will give it off to Jordan Farmar, and Jordan didn't get the roll that time. Kenyon Martin pulls it away. Close to a walk. Underneath, plays him. Nobody at home for the Lakers. 9 minutes to play in the half. It's back to 10.
And that's what you don't want the Nuggets to do.
Sasha on the attack for his first.
Didn't he get slapped?
She does, and her community is someone I really look up to.
Good call.
Very good call.
Yeah, real good role model.
Yeah,
Allison, continued success. Stay healthy more than anything else. Congratulations, Allison, and thank you for taking the time.
Oh, thank you so much. It's great being here.
All right. What do you hear him? Anthony. Too strong, and Roney will bring it down with the Lakers up by 14.
Well, if the Lakers just continue to run the ball through Kobe like they've done, they're going to be in great shape.
And now dropping it down to Kobe, who posted up the larger Linus Kleza.
You know, they're without their starting center in the form of Andrew Bynum.
Lakers by 15. Farmar will keep it. As Carter went for it. And Jordan, the high percentage. He had spacing over to the opposite side of the floor. I like his idea, though.
Well, I like the way he attacked after he recovered the ball. He saw the seam.
Anthony leaves it off. And a high percentage look for Kenyon Martin. 55-40. They've got some finishers, don't they? But can they get stops? Farmar, a dozen? No. Going to be back out to Kleza. Jordan's already up to 9. He averages right at 9 a game. Carter found Anthony. Got Carmelo Anthony. As much as you love scoring, you better get some stops because they can make their own runs.
Oh, and they're going to make a run. A couple of them before this game's over. There's no question. This is a high-octane offensive team.
Kobe wanted it up against Carter. Roney couldn't believe he was that open. Now shot clock issues for the first down. And Luke beat plays on the way. Luke will go to the line. He recognized the shot clock.
And he also recognized maybe one of their weaker defenders. And he said, let me take Kleza off the dribble. And one as George Karl looks on and says, Kleza, he shouldn't beat you off the dribble that easily.
Can't get the three-point play. 18 from the reserves thus far. Now Kobe against the larger Carmelo Anthony, who takes advantage.
Turned his ankle.
Yeah, he came down, and he is in real pain.
Well, Lakers have to attack.
Yeah, they're looking around, and now the foul from Diawara just checked in and set things up for the Lakers.
Well, Lamar's out there. He has to be the aggressor.
That's a great pass. Kwame sets it up on the penetration with Luke. 59-44.
Nice little shovel pass that time by Kwame.
Iverson. Diawara, long range. Kuba Diawara. Southern California fans know this young man out of Pepperdine, the 25-year-old native of Paris. He not drafted.
He was out early taking that same shot, and he made it pay off with that one. Because Kobe just came in. We're going to find out how much he handled it.
He just got those 2 free throws you were looking for. Kobe about an inch away. Kleza wide open. And that's his game. Linus Kleza out of the University of Missouri. Former Tiger filled it up again. Kobe drops it. Kwame's there. Boy, what rhythm. Good motion.
Well, a nice catch by Kwame, too. Because he had already left his feet thinking Kobe was going to shoot it. So while he was in the air, a catch and a finish.
64 on the board for the Lakers. Lamar giving Martin some space. Kenyon Martin, he's better on the bank than he is straight away.
Well, the scary part about that is, Joel, the Lakers are shooting 64%.
Nick Pavetta, too, because Allen actually got back in the front court. Fish in the corner. Not as hot, but that's his first try since coming off the bench. 16 in the first half for Derek Fisher. Now how do the Lakers close? Plays it. Too good a look. Late close, small man, minute 40 and counting.
It's only a 9-point game. That's what I was talking about. The Lakers shooting a high percentage, but not up as many as you would think they would be at this point.
Double came on Kobe. Spacing was there. Ball a little bit late, though. And now, got to make a decision.
Offensive foul.
Yep. Camby got there in time.
Yeah.
Another turnover.
Now that's a play with Marcus Camby guarding Kwame. Once he catches it in faith, he's going to have to do the low swing through because Marcus is really agile, really good footwork as far as defense is concerned, and jumped into the position and got the call. Well, the official said he was. We learned that that's all that matters.
Iverson wanted to go with the reverse. Instead, Kenyon Martin. And Kenyon Martin doing a good job with the absence of Anthony.
Only a 7-point game here, gentlemen.
Yeah, Lakers up by 7. But led by as many as 17. Lamar and all the way there, and it's blocked by guess who? Camby. Got to go back in a hurry. It'll be Farmar for 3. Jordan comes through. 67 on the board. Farmar into double figures with a dozen. Iverson too strong. Camby, will they get it in time? No. Smith got it. And a break for the Lakers going to the locker room.
Wow, break. A little bit of mo thanks to the shot by Jordan Farmar because Lamar Odom had his attempt blocked, but he stayed with it and enabled Jordan to get the hoop.
So it's the Lakers by 10, 67-57 as we check in now. With Phil McDonald and Norm Nixon, time for the Jack in the Box halftime report. Guys.
It's about the Lakers shooting 58%.
Allen Iverson, quick catch and shoot on the turn. Man, he'll get the shooter's touch. So those are the first 2 points for either side. And by this game standards, that took a long time. Can they totally discourage a team that they beat back in November on this floor, 122-99? That's the guy, though, that can keep him in the game by himself.
Well, he's going to have to, and that's why you see him. He's going to look to take even more shots now with Carmelo out of action.
Luke Walton against Clayson. The one to attack against him is Iverson. Gamble. He left Kobe. Now Kobe's got the small one on him. The double came. That freed up Fish. Garrett for 3. Yes!
And he had Camby rushing at him, not another point guard coming at him. He had a 6'11" guy.
One of those guys, the glue guy. Sasha picked off on the play. And the contact on the pick and roll. Sasha found himself on his back. Allen Iverson, averaging 27 a game, is up to 14. Lakers 71-61. Space for Fish. And Luke Walton again the second try. Sasha early in the clock. Makes him pay.
Well, it's early in the clock, but it's an open shot, and that's what Sasha wants. And Field doesn't discourage that any longer. You know, he has given them a lot more freedom than he's given them in the past.
Yeah, the second unit's got so much confidence now. As it's set up for Marcus Camby. And Camby with that slingshot set shot. He's got 6 points now in 22 minutes to go along with 6 boards. That he most of the time is. And that's around the rim. Averaging 4 blocks per game to lead the NBA. Luke with the left hand. It was wiped clean. Camby. As I brought him up, he got involved, didn't he? As a secondary defender. The Lakers by 11 after the stop.
Out of position, though. They had Kwame guarding Carter.
Camby back-to-back buckets. He's got 8.
And he's going to look to be more aggressive. They all have to without Carmelo.
He gave it for Carter. Clays has got to go. Shot clock all the way down, and he's all the way up, isn't he? 16 points now for a guy that averages 11, Linus Claza.
16 points on 9 shots. So.
This at the floor. Don't want an offensive foul. Kwame will find him.
He better find the basket.
Yeah, he's got to. Shot clock all the way down, and Kobe on his way up. Good to see him back out there. 77-69 as Kobe's got 9. He hasn't missed. He's 3 of 3. He's only missed came at the free throw line. Up by 8. Iverson setting up Camby in his favorite spot on the floor, and he's in double figures. 10-6 now with those 3 blocks we were talking about from Marcus Camby.
See the slow rotation, though, defensively by the Lakers.
Left in the third quarter. Kenyon Martin, he hasn't had any opportunities lately, so went right around Kwame like he was standing still at the free throw line. Kenyon Martin averaging 11, make it 10. He's got 16 already with 10 boards, a double-double.
Now the Nuggets go to a zone, so they're switching it up pretty effectively.
Dump it inside. Kwame. They say Anthony Carter was on top of the basketball. It'll be a lob to Frazier. And just like that, it is all of a sudden a 2-point game without Carmelo Anthony.
I really thought Kwame got fouled on that play. They said it was all ball. It looked like it was all wrist.
Ready to go. 13 on the shot clock for the Lakers if they maintain possession. And it'll be picked up by Klaiser. Well, the Nuggets led early. In fact, they were up by 8 if you joined us late. The Nuggets were up 12-4 in the opening 3 minutes of play. Now an opportunity to regain the lead with a 3-point play. Iverson off the pick. Camby on the run. And now it's tied at 77.
And that's what happens when you rush at him. Kwame rushed at him and he went right by him.
Make him beat you from the outside. 2 on the shot clock. Roney got to go up. And it'll be Kenyon Martin with the block. Carter coming away and looking for the lead. And this is all without, don't forget, Carmelo Anthony is not going to be available the rest of the night for this team. Camby too easy. Again, high percentage right next to the basket. 79-77. So the Lakers have to pick it up at both ends of the floor, but in particular get the ball inside offensively. You got to back down Carter until they come over. Why did he send it out? They still didn't send anybody. Gonna bring rain. Fish. It was wet. 80-79 stops a 10-0 run as the Lakers get the lead, and Derek Fisher has 22.
I'll tell you, better start holding on to Derek Fisher, because I'll tell you, the high arcing shot that he normally has seems to be even higher this evening. It's up there for quite some time and finally finds its way home as he registers his 22nd point. Jordan Farmar now entering the ball game, replacing Luke Walton.
So the Lakers slide Kobe over to the 3, and we mentioned that. It's something you're going to see more of in the near future due to the injury situation, especially to Trevor Ariza.
Well, they're in that zone.
There's Fish, available again, and gets him again. It tried to pop out. Well, Derek got us up to 25.
Because he has such a nice arc, it gives him a chance for those kind of things. If it's flat, he doesn't get that kind of a bounce.
The Lakers back up by 4. Iverson, Roney was there, and it'll be put back in by Marcus Camby.
Well, he was being defended by Jordan Farmar, so really nothing Jordan could do. He had inside position, but couldn't out-jump Marcus Camby.
Kobe, and they're back to the zone now. Farmar beyond the arc. Our break. Lakers shooting over the zone. 86-81. Farmar's got 15.
Well, Jordan stroking it just like Derek Fisher. The point guards making it happen.
Lamar Odom. Kobe leading Diawara. Setting up the hot hand. Again. Got it! Derek Fisher's got a season high. He's one up his career best. 28 points for Fish.
Steve Fish, don't do him that way.
Why not?
Cut him a little slack after the game.
Minute to play. 89-81. Iverson with a penetration. And on his way down to go along with 9 points. Shot clock's going to be short on the Lakers. They brought it in with 14. It's down to 4. Kobe knows it. All the way to the hole. Sets up Roney. How sweet was that behind the back? No look.
Kobe Bryant, what are you doing?
How about 11 assists for Kobe? Lakers by 10. What a way
I know
to close.
you're the best player in the game. You don't have to keep showing me all your arsenal, or do you? The shot clock was going to wind down, and he's going to have to take the layup. Break somebody down, and then behind the back. He sees you, Roney, the whole way. You better make that one. He'd have been upset. You missed the easy one. Behind the back, the defense is saying, where is the ball? Kobe says, looking under the net. It'll be coming through in a sec.
Allen Iverson. Third trip to the free throw line. He's only 6 of 18 from the field. After scoring 51 last time against the Lakers, he's now 3 of 5 to strike.
That one, he used no legs at all on his free throw.
His second unit, Frank Hamlin brought that up at the half. They're up to 32 points. Allen got the second. So final shot time, as that stops a 14-2 run for the Lakers. They'll Fish the hot hand. Will they be able to find him up against Iverson? Final 10 seconds of the third. Kobe, it's dropped off by Farmar.
Got to go now.
Roney's out on the high screen. Farmar, he's got to get it. He will on the lean. And not a high percentage look, but everything else over the last 2 minutes looked pretty good for the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers, after falling behind by a couple there, 79-77, did a good job of getting back into the lead. Derek Fisher, well, he was critical because he was the guy knocking down the majority of the shots, and they were from distance because Kobe was setting it up for everybody, including, yeah, Ronnie, you too. The Lakers have.
Yeah, there's a guy that was shooting 52%. Camby on the finger roll. So the opening minute of the fourth, and I'd be shocked if the Lakers could run away from this team. 95-84. Smith. And it looked like it went off a Laker leg. No, break. That definitely looked like it touched the Laker last, the way it squirted and changed directions.
Well, you know, the Lakers would do a break, so everything evens out generally in games. You get a bad call against you, and there are times when you do something that the officials don't see.
Zone, smart play. Jordan Farmar went right to the free throw line in the middle of the paint.
The middle is I mean, it's such a poor defense if you attack the middle.
And it was Sasha. Kobe's got the small guy on his back. Jordan setting up Sasha. Another assist.
He got fouled.
Yep. Man, free throws as Kenyon Martin stands over him. What is this?
Just look down at him like, what are you doing?
Is this Ali enlisted? 100-84 Lakers, and now Sasha going to the line.
Are you telling me that Kenyon is now in the Sasha club?
Well, Mike Bibby's a lifetime president.
Nice pass from Jordan. He goes up.
Sold it. Big time. 3 free throws.
Did I say something about intimidation? Sasha is saying, ref, come get him because I don't want to get up until he's away from me.
No chokeholds.
Ball was even out of his hands. You could see him leaning backwards. Stand up. Pose for the camera. Hands up. That's better, Sasha.
102-84. Lakers have their biggest lead of the game. Official entry form, complete rules. Virgin America, this is how to fly.
Well, the Nuggets send in instant offense in the form of number 22, Von Wafer. Remember, former Laker?
He's a volume guy.
He can get the shots up in a hurry.
Comes out on Kobe. Like, what do you mean, Willis? And Kobe falls away. Did you see that look? He got his hand on Kobe's hip.
Kobe pats him on his backside as he goes down and says, you remember I used to do that to you in practice?
104-85 Kobe, 13-11, 11 assists, 5 boards. Allen Iverson over Jordan Farmar before he could get there. So 19 now for Iverson on 7 of 20.
Boy, was he open on the back door.
Wafer, and Kobe brought it up under his arms. Never saw that.
Von Wafer says, Coach, you put me in, I got to guard him. Are you kidding me? First trip down, turnaround jumper. Kobe says, Von, good try, as he pats him on the backside. Says, I remember when I used to do that to you in practice. Von Wafer says, so do I.
Kobe now 6 of 7 at the stripe. Lakers on their way to San Antonio. Yes, the Lakers and Spurs have split the first two.
Laker fan there wearing Kobe's jersey, taking a picture of himself. Gonna put it up on his wall. Taking a picture of himself.
Look at me. Kobe can't get the second. Camby's got the board. Lakers 27-12 with the win tonight. 16-6 at home. So use some clock as well.
Clock.
Told you. Clock. Kobe gets to 3. Clock. He heard us. 17 for Kobe. On 5 of 7 from the field.
Kobe said there's too much time to go to our prevent defense.
Iverson creating the contact.
Such quickness, but Clazer says, Coach, I got him right here. Oh, what? He's rearing up. Count the 3. Right in front of the Nuggets bench. Kobe. Look at that rotation. That's why he's so good. I mean, he does everything very, very well.
Lamar setting up Sasha. And Sasha. Big difference.
The confidence factor that's both Sasha and Jordan Farmar came to camp with this year is very evident.
Now Lamar, did he carry it? He stopped the dribble at least. Farmar, high off the glass, and Mbenga or Farmar?
Farmar.
19 for Jordan. Tonight at Staples Center, as Kobe Carl will be checking in. Allen Iverson going to the free throw line with the foul that'll give him a chance to get in along with Javaris Crittenton.
Good foul, DJ Mbenga. I've seen players go to check in, with 3 minutes to play, and for some reason there's no stoppage in the action for a while. And they sit there forever.
So Kobe Carl becomes the third father-son combo to play in the NBA, along with Mike Sr., Mike Jr., the Dunleavys, the Van Bredikoffs. And what a moment for George Karl, the pride factor. And you consider where Kobe has come from, the way he's battled through 2 cancer surgeries. And then so impressive for the Lakers. I remember Phil Jackson said way back in Honolulu, because he may have the best stroke on the team. Kobe Carl is out there facing his dad, George, who's in his 20th season as an NBA head coach.
And Benga.
Last line of defense. Lamar fouled by Diawara. And a technical coming on Glazer. Billy Spooner said, buddy, you can't do it even this late.
Well, I guess he was complaining that he thought it was goaltending. He thought the ball had already touched the glass, and he let it be known. As he puts it up there, and Benga gets it. You're allowed to bat it against the board. You can't touch it once it touches the board. So Kobe Carl will shoot the technical, and that's nice. Yeah, that's very nice.
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looked like it touched the board, didn't it?
It looked like he got the glass first. It's late, though. Kobe Carl on the board.
And Daddy looks on, and he wants to smile over there, but he's the opposition, so he'll save that till the final horn. And then he'll congratulate his son. He's proud as proud can be.
Von Wafer out of Florida State. Somebody's got to pick him up. It'll be free throws for Glazer. And Benga trying to sell a charge. It won't work.
And Benga's filling up the box, too.
2:04 to play. Well, the San Antonio Spurs, and they pace themselves. Popovich does a great job at looking at minutes and his veterans, because he's got one of the oldest teams in the NBA, if not the oldest team in the NBA. It's true right now with a win today. They're 26-13. They have lost 7 consecutive games, though, to winners.
Well, that's something that, you know, they're not going to make a big deal about, but it has to have a little concern in their mind.
Anybody coaches defense, quite like Greg Popovich. And the San Antonio Spurs staff. Farmar is off. Crittenden got it away, though, from Anthony Carter on the flip. Kobe Carl throws it away, trying to give it to Jordan Farmar.
Tried to give it to his dad. His dad just moved aside and said, hey, I'm not catching it.
Now, Von Wafer, because the Lakers didn't get back.
They're angering the crowd, I can tell you that, because they know that Jack in the Box taco is going out the window.
Drive-through window. Crittenden setting up Farmar. Jordan can get, or rather, Crittenden can get there. And granted, it's garbage time, but
I feel it was really. See that discontinue?
Yep. It's late for everybody. Glazer. Tacos are still alive. 68 seconds left.
They're going to have a little less than a minute to protect that taco.
Crittenden going to the line. He got clipped on the top of the head.
Actually, they're going to have a little more than a minute now, because the foul as Crittenden spots the seam and takes it all the way, gets the basket and one. So the Lakers score their 116th point, trying to keep the Nuggets from getting to the century mark, at least for the crowd's sake.
Now Javaris has the capability to get to the free throw line a lot. He's
one stop. If they use the clock right, they only have to have one stop.
Kobe Carl, a three-pointer. Didn't get the rim. Now Glazer. And blocked from behind. 17.7 to play. And one final try to spoil the evening.
Glazer is staring down one of the officials, boy. He's saying, look, I already got one tech, but I should have gone to the free throw line on that one. Anthony Carter, who's going to be the...
And off the leg of Glazer. Yes! Tacos are alive. Jack in the Box is loving it.
That was a foul. But the officials want tacos. Do they get tickets for the game?
What were the odds Taco would still be in the picture?
Do they get tacos? Do the officials get tacos? Come on, answer me.
Celebrate with tacos tonight. The Lakers head on a road trip in style. They are once again 15 games over 500 mark at 27-12.
Look at George and Kobe. That's nice.
Great shot.
That is nice.
Third father-son combo to compete.